Well, hello guys. So today we're gonna continue with the invertebrates. Okay, we're going to the fourth class of the invertebrates, and today we're gonna do the arthropods. I hope you don't have arachnophobia because today won't be your favorite class. Right. So the arthropods. Let's start. To start with, the name arthropods, okay, comes of two words. Arthro means articulated and pods legs. That means that this group has articulated legs. Okay, you can see that this would be a leg and have 1, 2, and 3 articulations. Okay, that's the name of the group, so the legs are going to be quite important. Okay, right. Characteristics. First, they have a bilateral symmetry. Okay, I can divide them into two. The body is hard, okay? They've got an exoskeleton, okay, which makes the body very hard. And it's divided into three segments, okay? We've got a head, we've got a thorax, and we've got an abdomen, okay? These three parts, each one has different characteristics, okay? So we've got the head, which have the sensory organs, okay? Eyes, they've got antennas, okay? They've got a thorax where the legs come out. Okay, the legs are attached to the thorax. Okay, in some occasions they can have wings as well attached to the thorax, and then we've got the abdomen where most of the internal organs are found. Okay. The thing is that in the different groups, these segments can join or not. Okay, so for example, in some groups, the head and the thorax are going to join together, forming what we call the cephalothorax, and in another group, we've got the thorax and the abdomen joined together. Okay, that we're going to call that trunk. The exoskeleton I was talking about before, okay, is very hard, and it's made out of a protein called chitin. Okay, this chitin makes the exoskeleton very, very hard, and to be able to grow, they have to molt. Okay, molting consists of eliminating the chitin and creating a new exoskeleton. Okay. And then the appendix. Okay, the appendix are very important because it's what is going to give the name to the group, and it's going to help us as well difference a bit the different groups. Okay. Right, we've got inside the arthropods 4 groups. Okay, we've got the myriapods, that would be these. We have the arachnids, like for example the scorpions. Okay, we've got the crustaceans, like the crabs, and we've got the insects. Okay, these are primitive groups. Okay, they are already extinct. Okay, but these are the 4 groups that we can find nowadays in the earth. I'm going to start with the myriapods. Okay, the myriapods are composed of 2 groups, the millipede and the centipede. Okay, in Spanish would be los mil pies y los cien pies. Okay, first thing, they don't have 1,000 or 100 feet. They have got less. Okay, but the thing is that they've got lots of them, so that's why we give them those names. Okay, in this case, the body is divided into a head, okay, which have 1 pair of antennas, and the trunk, okay, that's divided into segments. These segments, okay, usually are more or less stable inside the different species, okay, and what we can find is that in the centipede we have 1 pair of legs in each segment, okay, so each segment has 2 legs, and in the case of the millipede, each segment has 2 pairs of legs, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which would be on the other side. Okay, that's why we call these millipedes, because it looks like they've got many more legs. Okay, another thing is that the mouth, okay, are going to have chewing mouth parts. Okay, they're going to be animals that chew. Okay, and in some occasions, some can be actually poisonous. Okay, they're going to live always in terrestrial environments, but usually in damp places. Okay. Right, the arachnids. Okay, the arachnids are gonna be basically the scorpions on one hand. Then we've got the actual spiders. Okay, we've got the opilions, that are these that have very, very long legs. Okay, and we've got the pseudoscorpions. Okay, that have these developed pedipalps, okay, but they don't have a telson, they don't have the tail, okay. Well, it's a group you all know, okay. In this case, the head and the thorax join together, forming a cephalothorax, okay. Here we can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs, okay, 4 pairs of legs. These here at the front, okay, are called pedipalps. All right, they are not legs. They don't use them to walk. They use them to touch what's in front of them and see what they can find. Okay, it's the way like if they were blind, okay, touching things. And these are the chelicerae that were part of the mouth chewing. Okay, they've got eyes, but they don't have antennas. Okay, this group is the only group of arthropods with no antennas. And then they're going to have the abdomen, okay, in the back. Here in the abdomen, in some occasions, like the scorpions, okay, you can see the abdomen is very, very long, and they've got poison at the end, okay. All the spiders, which have these spinnerets, okay, that they use to produce the silk, okay, to be able to make the cobwebs. Right. Next group, the crustaceans. Okay, this is another group that's very, very diverse. Okay, we've got lots of examples. Okay, probably one of the most famous would be the lobster. Okay, that's why I've put you this example. Here, the same as the arachnids, the head and the thorax join together, forming the cephalothorax. In this case, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 legs. That means 5 pairs of legs. Okay. Usually they have eyes and they've got 2 pairs of antennas. Okay, this is the group that has more antennas. Okay, then we've got the abdomen, which they usually use to be able to swim. Okay, in some occasions they can have like very small legs, but those aren't actually legs. Okay, that's part of the abdomen. Okay, those we don't consider those like legs because they're not articulated. Okay, like these. All right. In the case of the crustaceans, most of them are aquatic. Okay, although there are a few of them that can be terrestrial. Okay, but if they're terrestrial, they always live in very humid places. Okay, right, the last group, the insects. In this group, what we do find are the 3 segments: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. In the thorax, we find 1, 2, 3 pairs of legs. Okay, let's see here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Okay, plus 1 pair of antennas, okay, in the head. In some cases we can find wings, okay, we can find that they don't have wings, okay, we can find them with 2 pairs of wings, okay. Some occasions the wings on the top go hard, okay, like for example in the beetles, okay, they've got 1 pair that's hard and underneath 1 pair that's more soft, okay. We find them basically in all the habitats of the earth, okay, except in the open sea where there's no insects, okay. um, Usually they've got compound eyes, okay, which make them give them that very big vision, okay, and they usually have mouth parts that can develop in different shapes, okay, to be able to feed on different things, okay. One very, very interesting thing of the insects, okay, is the number of species, okay. In this graph, what we see are all the living beings, okay, even some non-living beings, and the amount of species discovered up to now. As you can see, more than half of the species discovered in the earth are insects, okay. They are the biggest group in the earth of living beings, okay. You can see that arachnids have a very big chunk as well, crustaceans as well. All right, so basically inside arthropods, okay, which is the biggest group of living beings in the earth, and inside even the insects are bigger than, for example, the chordates, the vertebrates like us. You can see just a very, very small percentage of living beings discovered are chordates, okay. Right, to finish, a very fast summary of the 4 groups, okay. The body parts of the myriapods, head and trunk, have 1 or 2 pairs of legs per segment, 1 pair of antennas, and they live in damp terrestrial ecosystems. The arachnids, we've got cephalothorax and abdomen, 8 pairs of legs, no antennas, and in dry terrestrial environments. The crustaceans, as well as the arachnids, cephalothorax and abdomen, 10 legs, okay, 2 pairs of antennas, and most of them are aquatic, although some are terrestrial. And insects, the 3 body parts, head, thorax and abdomen, 6 legs, 1 pair of antenna, and we find them in all the habitats except open sea, okay. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed the class of the fourth class of invertebrates, okay, the arthropods, okay.